Washington. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Chicago Bears. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Mike. Check. Watch 54.
They will run for the first time with David Montgomery. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
From the 30 on second down, Trubisky gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On first down, Trubisky. Open man is Trey Burton. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 36. Now Trubisky going to give this to Montgomery. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. On 2nd and 9, Trubisky. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 18. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this. And, hey, you know, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays. And
a 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brad McDougald. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 16. After the interception, here's Wilson on the move to his left. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. Certainly not the cleanest of starts to this football game. Back-to-back plays yield turnovers in this first quarter.
So there's not much flow right now. A very choppy game. And I know this. It's a copycat league. We say it all the time about the NFL, but I'm not quite sure this is what they had in mind about something they wanted to emulate.
No, you don't want to emulate a turnover. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now he's flushed out left, and he's going to keep it here. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. K.J. Wright drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. They get the sack on the blitz, but it was 3rd and inches. Are you surprised like I am they weren't running the football there?
I'm right there with you. I would have thought it worst. Quarterback sneak, try and pick up the first down and move on. But instead, I think they thought they could catch him by surprise and maybe hit something deep.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. That's sacked by Khalil Mack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
59. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Mike's part 9. Mike's part 9. Run left. Run left. Watch the pass. Mike.
Here's Wilson. Dancing to his left. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. The inside linebacker, Danny Trevathan, gets the sack. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Rolling to his left. Leonard Floyd. The offensive line is in tatters as that's now 3 sacks in 3 plays.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15, and the Bears take over. The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From midfield now, here's Trubisky. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now 1st and 10 at their own 23.
19. 19. Gun. Gun.
Now it's Wilson. Being chased out left. And now he'll let this one go deep. Back over the middle. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Play action. Now Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. He lets it fly for Lockett. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 77 yards. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. All the talk when Russell Wilson came into the league about his height, those big defensive linemen, can he get the ball over? Well, you get him outside the pocket like that, doesn't really matter.
No, it really doesn't, and you're exactly right. Many people dinged him for that and said, how's he going to see over NFL linemen? He never did, right? At whatever level, he saw through them and found pockets and windows to throw the football. But as you noted, when he's outside the pocket and his vision is totally clear, oh, look out, because he's going to find someone downfield, as we just saw there.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
In your face.
A play fake to Montgomery. Now Trubisky. Now he'll escape. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Credit the sack to Shaquem Griffin.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to 4th down.
When I played in the yard as a kid, I used to imitate the spectacular catches that I would see on TV. I don't think I ever imitated one quite that well.
Come on, give yourself some credit.
No, I know better. What we just saw there, that was pretty special.
Returnable for Lockett. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Leonard Floyd, his 2nd sack of the night. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
Hey, 0-0-0. Check 9. 25.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He'll take a shot for the end zone. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Now, he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
Let's go.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. On 2nd and 9, Trubisky. It's complete to Robinson. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think? A guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a tire breakdown on what the coverage was. That everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. Now it's Lockett. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
14, find it.
From the shotgun, Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Hey, go 14. Show it up.
Throwing again. Wilson. Forced out to his left. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Now Trubisky, and that's caught for a Bear touchdown. It's the tight end, Trey Burton. Trey Burton there to make the grab as his guys are back within a single score. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. That's fielded in the end zone. Tyler Lockett, the 20, and all the way in, touchdown Seattle. He goes 105 yards on the kick return. Yeah, the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want them to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have it.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Allen Robinson, 75 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. Remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team.
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. After the interception, here's Trubisky. This one into the hands of Burton. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion. But he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Throwing here, Trubisky. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Brad McDougal. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here, but he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
And throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
It moves to 2nd and 10.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Still going 4 down, 4 down. Still going 4 down, 4 down. All right, here we go. Let's go, D, let's go.
To throw is Wilson. Going to throw again. Flush to his right. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Here we go.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Wilson. Flushed out right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep. And got his man complete. It's a gain of 35. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the third quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Check it back, check it back.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Penny. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Switch. Shift. Good.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Steps away to his left. That is incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
On second down, here's Penny. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now third down. On third down, Wilson. Buying time to his left. He may try and run for this. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 15-yard line. Penny, the first down carry. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Check out.
And they'll run it again with Penny. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now first and goal.
Well. Back. Kill. Alert.
They'll try to run with Carson, and he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. Yeah, the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for Chicago. First down, a run with Cohen. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Quick pass out to Miller. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be second and 9. Play action. It's Trubisky. That is caught by Cohen. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
This is Miller, complete. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. On first down, it's Cohen. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. 2nd and 5 now. Trubisky. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Tedrick Thompson picks it, and he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Watch the screen. Pass.
Play action. It's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Khalil Mack able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Dancing to his left. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They go play action with Wilson. Being chased out left. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. He's picked off at his own 47. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
And an alley to run. Now Trubisky lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from it. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first. Now Trubisky on 1st down. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. On 3rd down, Trubisky. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
The kick by Pinheiro is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
For a quick second there, I thought we were about to have a repeat performance of a kickoff return for a touchdown. This guy's on fire today.
They'll run on first down. Carson, and I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. To throw is Wilson. It's complete to Lockett. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. That'll be taken in the end zone.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time, and now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
We're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. The screen pass here to Cohen. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now Trubisky to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Shaquille Griffin knocking it away that time in coverage. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Trubisky will throw, escaping the pressure right. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now it's Trubisky, and he's got Miller. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. From midfield now, here's Trubisky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack.
Exactly what they were looking for. They've been giving up yardage. They've been letting them drive right downfield, but they got a sack right there. How about that for a little bit of revenge?
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
18, 18.
Here's Trubisky. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Quentin Jefferson in there to drop him, and sacks on first and second downs. Now leads to a third and long. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
Ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen. Are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, dog. This be the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People wanna know when Mace, Poss, and Dave went. Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot, you'll see where all the sun rays went. Legs, arms, the head, all being moved in a frenzy. The blends be all the right cred, meaning credentials. Best of both worlds when we rockin' over pearls in the instrumental. Are you ready? Set, jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter right. Turn it up, we giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, pass to your receiver. All about running the spot. And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather. Cardio kingpin, subjugate the dub play. And you know we can't wait to bring spins. A-star quizzes, A+ the final. Vocals we align, we'll move it all simultaneously over joints we rock. We earn 30 years so you can say we got 3 turns. Live off the board, unlike you and your chess men. We install doubt in you and your yes men. And if the game had veins, we'll insert upheaval the ground. Cause the adrenaline we blend with the sound is our thing. Relieving the kings of all crowns. So are you ready? Are you set? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter right. Turn it up, y'all keep the flow. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Turn it up, y'all keep the flow. Are you ready? Set, jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter right. Turn it up, we giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? But can you rock it like rocket fuel? I do this for the family.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. The folks here in Cleveland, even though all the down years, have never stopped supporting their hometown guys, and we got evidence of that a moment ago as the Browns made their entrance. They are ready to do battle with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Austin Saunders to kick off for Cleveland.
Here's the former Sooner, Austin Seibert, to get this one started. And off we go from Cleveland. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20. as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Ready? Blue ready. Check 53.
Now the first carry for Ronald Jones. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Winston, a handoff. This is Jones. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The #1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Here's Beckham. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Check, 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 check. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Hey, alert 3. Hey, alert, 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 alert.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down. He goes, folded like a lawn chair.
On the tackle. Brought down back at the 32.
180. You don't want to. Hey, you don't want to see.
Point it right, point it right, point it right.
He's coming.
6-6, pull it high.
Now on 2nd and 13. Mayfield. Incomplete.
Mayfield's pass. Incomplete on the throwaway. Brings up 3rd down and 13.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Mayfield off the play fake. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. They give him a gain of 37.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. A toss play to Chubb. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Set. 20.
Check.
Regular.
Too little, Cupcake. Watch the air.
Real.
45.
Hey. My 7. Hurry.
45 is the mic.
Watch out.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. Landry, the intended target.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Mike 51. Check tight.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 39 yards there, a big one. I don't think that's what the defensive coordinator had in mind there. You got him pinned back inside the 5, and then you let him rip off that long run.
You're already anticipating the film session, aren't you?
There's going to be some anger.
Yeah, there's not going to be at the greatest hits, is it? Because they didn't hit anyone on that play. Supposed to have them pinned back deep. Instead, they leave a big crack, a gaping hole, and guess what? They're in bad position right now.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. He'll be stopped shy of the 45 despite a great move. Larry Ogunjobi there to make the tackle.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. On second down, it's Jones. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up third down.
Mike, number 53. Mike 53. Check.
On third down, Winston. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit the sack to the always disruptive Olivier Vernon. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You talk about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
First and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Check curls.
No score after one on EA Sports.
Good work, boys. Let's go.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10.
Watch the run. Watch out.
King.
Check. 45 the mic.
Alert.
45.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He's going to look deep now for Landry. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker, and they will take over at the 29-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, Everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Man, I got you. Man, I got you.
Working out of the gun, Winston. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Here's Jones. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Play action now. Winston looking downfield for Godwin. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. The Bucs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Looking for Godwin, and he's got it complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Jameis to throw it. He finds his target. It's Evans. A good pickup there, 21 yards. First time into the red zone for the Buccaneers. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. Winston now. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They go play action. Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, 68 yards. As his guys are on the board first here tonight. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field. Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. Airing this one out for Evans. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Morgan Burnett. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame. Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result. Compounds the mistake a little bit. Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second. They begin this drive with Chubb. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
Switch.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of his first half of action. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. First down, Mayfield. Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. William Golston able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go.
Regular. Hey, alert. I got you.
To throw, Mayfield. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
Check 13. Hey, check 20. Run. Safe. Up. Hey, exit. Check. Regular. Hurry.
On first and 10, Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on first and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. He's going to look for Beckham in the end zone. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? It's certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
Kings.
45 the mic.
On third down, Mayfield.
Rush in.
Able to find Harris, complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 36. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Mayfield now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. Seibert's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, It just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Play fake. Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them.
And, Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Denzel Ward. There he goes left side. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Here's Seibert now to add the extra point. And it's no good. No, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that, because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Well, we'll see if they can do it here. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit.